Hi everyone, I'm Jackie and we are enjoying life's journey while on the path to financial freedom. Welcome to my channel. If you're not familiar with my channel, I talk about goal setting, personal finance, and a little bit about our minimalist lifestyle. A few months ago, I did a video on the 7 stages of financial freedom. And so with that, I wanted to start doing a new monthly progress report with you guys, kind of going over our net worth and our progress towards our financial freedom goal. The number of our net worth is not necessarily going to fit in with our financial freedom number. I'll explain that in a moment. I'm filming this September 29th. So our estimated net worth as of right now is $15,760. So I am super excited about this because a few years ago, back in 2014, we found Dave Ramsey and we were about $24,000 in debt. So we had a negative net worth of about $24,000. So now we have managed to not only get out of living with my dad, we've managed to get off of food stamps, we managed to get out of debt, purchase a home, and start saving for our emergency fund and our retirement. So with that, now we have a positive net worth, $15,760. So I am excited about that. So every month I want to share with you guys the progress that we're making. We have kind of 3 different things that we are working on in our personal finance right now. So these numbers you're going to see updated every month, and hopefully they're for the better. So the first areas we want to talk about here are our assets. So things that the money we have put aside, things that can generate more money, or things that we could sell and then get money from, okay? So our first one here, which is our biggest one, is now our home. Like I said, we purchased our home. Our house, when we purchased it, was appraised for $165,000. Now, I'm not going to be updating this number on a monthly basis because I'm not going to have it reappraised every month. But we might try to look at it at 6 months. Maybe we can compare it on Zillow or things like that and kind of see if it's changed. And then maybe in 5 years or so, we might have it in a couple years, maybe we'll have it reappraised officially and see where it's at. But as of right now, we're going to leave it at 165. I know some people try to update it every month based off of Zillow. I'm not going to be doing it on a monthly basis. Like I said, maybe we'll do that in 6 months or so. Vehicles. Okay, so we technically own 2 vehicles. We have our car, it's paid for free and clear, and we have my husband's motorcycle that's paid for free and clear. Now the only thing I am putting on here is my husband's motorcycle because we need a vehicle, you guys. We just need one, so I'm not going to count the car. So basically, if Ricky were to sell his bike right now, he could get about $2,500 for it. Now, same thing with the house. Technically, you don't really want to look at that number towards your financial freedom number because you do need a house. You need somewhere to live. But this is good to know because if you wanted to sell it and purchase something else later, maybe you get enough equity into the home where you can purchase something later for more down and owe even less or something like that. Okay, so it's good to know these numbers. Now, jewelry, artwork, furniture, electronics, antiques, these are all things that you could put in here if you wanted to. This is just a standard template. I did not make this template. This is actually within Microsoft Excel. You can just use this template if you want to. I'm not counting any of this. Yes, we do have a new couch. Yes, we do have a TV. We have some furniture, a computer, things like that, but we don't plan on selling these things. The goal is for us to keep progressing financially in our future where it's not a dire need where we might have to sell these things. In the past, I have sold jewelry. I have sold a vehicle. We have had garage sales and sold things in the past in order to get out of debt, in order to, get ahead. So now we're not really in that stage. We don't need to worry about it. So I'm not going to count that. I'm not really counting that as my net worth. But if you really wanted to, you could go through and itemize those things. Now we have here our cash or cash equivalent. So our checking account, basically we have $1,000 in there. Now this is money that is already designated for a specific bill. It's just in there. It's in there before it's due, and it's ready to be taken out automatically. Okay, our savings account. So this is our emergency savings that I said. So those of you who've been following, like I mentioned, we had our emergency fund originally. We had about 3 months of expenses put aside, but we decided to use it towards the down payment of our house. We basically were starting over, so now we have 2,500 in there. We're getting there. We originally, like I mentioned, we originally only had 3 months. We had about 5,000 in there. We're going to go ahead and bump it up to 6 months. With the new house, we do have a little bit higher of expenses, so about $2,000 a month is what we feel comfortable with. So we're going to bump that up. Our goal is $12,000. So hopefully every month when you see me, that this number, the savings, is going up. So we'll have to see how that's going. Certificates of deposit, CDs, we don't have any of those. Believe it or not, our interest rate on our savings account is 1.85%. A lot of the CDs that you're going to see are only 2%. So we're not far off from a CD savings account, and we have access to our money anytime. Where a CD, you have to at least have it in there a minimum of 1 year. A money market account, same thing. We're actually at a higher interest rate, or right around what a money market account would be. So we're good having our money just right in our basic savings account. Life insurance cash value. Now we do have life insurance. We have life insurance on my husband, myself, and our kids. I'm not counting anything as a cash value because we are not doing anything where we're putting money in and they're kind of investing it or anything like that. We literally just pay a monthly thing. We have a set payout amount if something were to happen. So until or if something happens, this will stay zero. Other is $300. So those who follow, we do have one secured credit card that is $300 we paid to Discover, and then we borrow off of our own $300. We did that in order to build my husband's credit score to purchase the house, and now we do it because we can use it for gas and restaurants and earn 2% cash back that we otherwise would not be earning. So this, once we close that account, we will get our $300 back. So that's technically a cash value that we have put aside. The fun area, investing. Like I said, we are starting baby step 4 and baby step 6 kind of at the same time as we're still doing baby step 3 of saving our emergency fund. And this is my husband's 401k. So as of right now, we have $575 in his 401k. It is, the end of September. He just started it in June, so not bad. We're just kind of getting going. And he's only doing 3% right now. Next year, we're going to start putting 4% into there. Once we have our emergency fund, then we'll be bumping it up to about 8%, and then we'll be opening up Roth IRAs for ourselves. So right here, there's a retirement account, there's bonds, there's individual stocks, there's real estate, and other. So right here, I just have mutual funds because basically his 401k, we're invested in 3 separate mutual funds within that 401k. So once we open up our Roth IRAs, we'll kind of see what's going on. And we'll keep you updated as things happen here and as this number goes up. So like I said, we have $575 in there, but that's not how much we've actually contributed. We have earned, some money back. Probably, I think we've earned about $13 or so, which is kind of cool to see that kind of growing. So now this is what I want to talk about here. This is the number we're focusing on. Everything in our investment, this is what we're focused on for our financial freedom numbers, okay? So I shared with you the different stages of financial freedom. The first one, dependent on other people. We've passed that stage. We're out of that one. The second one is where you're kind of you're able to make ends meet. And now the third one is where you're starting to actually build some wealth. You're starting to invest. You're starting to do it. And then from there, you get to financial security, okay? So the main one, the beginning step, our first goal is, what that means is I actually read one of Tony Robbins' books about investing, and he mentioned he has some worksheets in there, and you can kind of see what your numbers would be to be financially secure, financially independent, financially free, financially abundant, okay? So our first goal is to reach financial security, which basically covers your living, right? So your basic necessities. Then what he says, you take how much you would need to live off of for 1 year, and you times it by 20, and that's how you're going to get your number. So for us to be financially secure, we need about $275,000 invested that's generating those returns that we can then, once we retire, we can about 4% of what it's generating. And in essence, not run out of money. That's $275. That's if we did not have a mortgage payment. So those who are watching, we're going to be cranking at our mortgage. We're going to try to pay off our mortgage in about 7.5 years. When we get to retirement time, we should not have a mortgage payment. So we need about $275,000 just to cover bare necessities, but we would still have to work part-time or rely on Social Security or something to supplement some of that income. Now, for us to be financially independent, which would be for us to live our current lifestyle, again, without a mortgage, we need about $360,000 invested. Again, generating that money so we can take out about 4% every year to live off of. Now, if we want to be financially free, which is our current lifestyle plus adding in different luxuries that are luxuries to us, again, I encourage you to go through different work. So this book right here, Tony Robbins, Money Master the Game, I recommend check this out. Like I said, he's got the worksheets in there. He makes up a good point. You don't need as much money as you think you need. Some people think you need millions and millions of dollars. So for us, for our financial freedom, just to have what we have plus some luxuries, we only need about maybe $700,000 invested, so less than $1 million is what we even need for us to be financially free. Now, if we want to be financially abundant, I have not gone over those numbers because that vision would be quite a bit bigger. So then at that stage, we probably would need about $1 million, but I haven't actually done that. We would be perfectly happy being financially free, having a little bit of added luxury that we don't have now, and not having to work for it. So right now, our initial goal right here is to have all of our investments. We're working for $275,000, you guys. That's what we're working for. Wish us luck. Like I said, savings, we're looking for $12,000. Investments, we're looking for $275,000. Okay. We're looking to pay off our mortgage. I'm going to talk about that in a minute. Then when we start working on our daughter's savings account, we want to have about $10,000 each. So we want to have about another $20,000 put aside, which again would probably be somewhere within our retirement that we would be taking out later. Roth IRAs where we can take it out when we want it. Okay. So now let's talk about our liabilities. Okay. So a liability, this is anything that costs you money. All right. You're making a payment on it, or it could break down, or anything. It costs you money, right? So our house, our mortgage, is a liability. When we started, our loan was $156,750. So we are down. We have made basically 2 payments, and we've made 2 extra principal payments on our mortgage. So we basically shaved off 4 months of our mortgage within 2 months of our mortgage, and our new balance is down to $156,165. Again, as we check in with you on our monthly progress report, the goal is that this number is being chopped down. So our savings should be going up, our investing should be going up, our mortgage should be going down, and all in all, our whole net worth will be going up. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed this. Like I said, this is something new I wanted to share with you guys. Now that we're starting to see some progress in this area, I think it's worth sharing. Originally, I didn't really show anything because all we had was maybe a little bit of money in the savings account, and that was it. But now that we have the mortgage we're shooting for, we have a set retirement amount that we're shooting for, and things like that, I think it would be fun to check in with you guys on a monthly basis and see the progress that we're making. So like I said, as the end of September, this is where we stand. So we have a lot of work to do. We have a long way to go. Our goal would be to have everything set where we want it and to be financially independent by the age of 56. We're 36 now, so that gives us 20 years. That would basically mean that we could live our current lifestyle without needing to work if we didn't want to. And then that still gives us another 10 years if we want to continue working to make our nest egg even bigger, to be financially free or possibly even abundant, and to actually leave some type of a legacy for our girls and our grandkids if they so choose to have babies. So I hope this helped you guys. I hope it inspired you guys to kind of just look at the big picture, maybe set some goals for yourself and see where you're at, see where you want to go. And I hope by sharing it with you every month, you are motivated, and I hope you guys are seeing some progress as well. I'd love to hear from you guys. Let me know what are some of your finance goals, or what are some questions that you have. As always, thanks for watching, and I will see you soon. Bye.